Most post-2020 anime and manga fans must not be able to read, because if they had a functioning frontal lobe, they would be able to understand that the overall bill that was unanimously passed in Texas banning anime and manga won't just affect people they dislike, but also themselves included. Posting images of Dragon Ball, Bleach, etc. would wind you up potentially even in jail, prison, and you would get a felony charge. I mean, even the article that was posted showcases that the bill is so loosely worded that it could affect Bleach, it could affect Gurren Lagann, Monogatari, Kill la Kill, hell, it can affect Persona games and stuff. It can even go on to Family Guy, American Dad. It is a bill that is just straight up unconstitutional, and the Supreme Court has talked about this in the past and deemed this type of stuff unconstitutional. It doesn't mean politicians are going to stop, but the point of the matter is that this has already been ruled before many years ago that this type of stuff, this type of ban, is unconstitutional. But it's very fascinating seeing a lot of people that are supporting this news that came out earlier today, all spouting shonen profile pictures, stuff that would effectively be banned and get you in a lot of trouble. Even some of my greatest fans are happy about this, even though they have actual One Piece in their profile. They have it in their actual header, which is pretty interesting when you factor in that One Piece has a lot of fan service. Characters that are quote-unquote would fall under the law to cause you to go to prison, jail, get a felony charge. You get the point. There's a lot of stuff that happens with Nami. Rebecca is a good example, and Dressrosa. It's ironic, a lot of these people that are like, yeah, we need to get Chibi. Chibi needs to go to prison or whatever. They are very happy about this. And it goes to show that these people that have continuously tried to slander me and attack me, they're not your friend. They're not. They would be willing to throw the entire anime and manga industry under the bus just to get at me. That is how unhinged these people are. They are that unhinged that they can't even read, they can't read past titles, and I'm willing to bet you, because of this title, it's definitely a bait title. I'm just going to be blunt with you. I'm going to prison. They're just going to read that title and they're going to be like, yeah! They're going to be doing that. And they're not going to actually watch the video and understand how I'm calling them a hypocrite, how I'm calling them out, and how what they're supporting is effectively also going to hurt them as well. It's pretty funny. It's ironic, honestly. But anyways, we also have individuals like this, that actually support One Piece and Bleach, even posting Bleach gifs. Once again, even in the actual article that discusses this, talks about Bleach falling in this category. So seeing people unironically supporting this despite what they're posting, it shows that they're illiterate. They can't read. They legitimately don't have a functioning brain, because they are so... They have so much hatred in their hearts, not just towards me, but like individuals within the anime and manga community on Twitter, that they cannot see just how hypocritical they are, but how they're hurting themselves. They are. Because the censorship doesn't just stop at stuff you dislike. It will hurt everyone. And if this bill does not get challenged, if this bill continues to push forward, and it does legitimately pass in Texas, then it's going to be a cascading effect. It will start to cascade into other areas within the states. It won't just stop at Texas. Florida would probably pass it. You get the point. Another ironic thing about this, people thinking I'm going to be going to jail or prison or whatever, they clearly don't know, or they don't know that I don't live in Texas, which is ironic because these people actively support the doxers. So it's pretty funny. It's legitimately interesting. But yeah, all I'm going to say is people are... yeah, these people aren't your friends. You're thinking they're your friends. If you support these people that actively are posting this type of stuff and thinking they're doing the world justice and saving people, saving children, they're not. They're not. They don't care. They just, they want to own me. They want to get back at me. And when you go that far to willing to censor content, it says enough. It says enough about their character. I wanted to call out this hypocrisy because honestly, all day I've been seeing people quote retweet me or at me on this post, and it's these individuals like right here and all that doing stuff like this. It's, pretty fascinating, honestly. I don't know. It's just so ironic just seeing, like, this man even has Chainsaw Man. He has Chainsaw Man in his profile. Bro, do you realize what happens in Chainsaw Man? The law would deem you a felon. You would go to prison. And it's just like, I don't want to hear the fact that, it won't happen and all that. It's just like, no, if you're going to come after me, you're going to come after people and all that, read content that you deem that you don't like, and then you turn around and support content also has, let's be honest, questionable content as well, if you want to go by your actual standards, then you're going to be going to prison as well. So, once again, just going to say it one last time, these people aren't your friends. They just want to destroy the anime and manga community. That's about it. The very people that say I'm destroying the community, they're actually the ones doing harm. Anyways, you all have a blessed day or night wherever you live. I love you guys. Chibi out.